The Ski-Erg. The Ski-Erg is driven by the same mechanism as the rowing erg. It's this beast that is creating the resistance. Same as the rower, keep your damper somewhere in the middle for most of the workouts. And if you want to experiment, stay between 5 or 7 for like 90% of your workouts. Some workouts require an 8 and very few a 10. Okay, so I'm choosing 6 on both this and the rower. Skiing is very anterior dominant. The rowing is posterior dominant. So we're using the abs, well, the anterior chain a lot on the Ski-Erg. And I would say if you understand the crunch concept while standing, you're gonna have like 80% of the Ski-Erging tech motion. Okay, so having bent arms is a good thing in the Ski-Erg, while it's not as good in rowing, because you want to have like a long pull in the rowing, and here we want to have hooks so we can push into the movement. Okay, so foot position. I like to think I want to be able to bend a little and to have the handles pushing fairly straight down. Okay, so I need to be like 70 centimeters or so from the erg. I would guess like a big guy would be somewhere here. I would guess a female would have the heels here. So like 160 centimeter person, probably like this. 190, somewhere between, and 180 person, something like this. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna use an analogy of thinking that you're the devil and you have big horns and you're grabbing your horns, right? So that's the starting position. Look forward in your starting position, up on your toes, grab the horns and crunch. Okay, so crunch. That's the first. That's the first and biggest and most crucial part of ski-erging. If you get that, you're basically done. Okay, so grab horns, look forward, because, okay, so why are we looking forward? Yeah, because since we're doing a crunch and we want to use gravity to create force production into these handles, we want to be up on the toes, being tall. If we are having a bent neck looking down at the display, for instance, we have already initiated the crunch and we will not get as big crunch effect. So for most of the time, try to look forward, and obviously occasionally you want to look at the display because you want to know how many meters you have or calories you have achieved and your actual pace, obviously, but think forward at least. Okay, grab the horns, push down, push the hips back, like 45 degrees back. Okay, so don't push them back, rather in that angle. Bend the knees slightly, don't squat. Bend the hips first, then the knees. Like you would do actually a back squat. You will bend the knees first and squat down. Okay, if you're doing like a box squat, something like that. Okay, so up your toes, look forward, crunch, and follow through. So I created a ski-erging fails video where we're focusing on how not to ski-erg. This is how to ski-erg. Push, extend, Being relaxed in the extension here, don't actively extend, okay? Because we don't want to have fatigue in the triceps. We want this to be a standing crunch. The lats and the abs are the muscles that should work the most, okay? Cool.